Click the link in the comment section below to watch the full movie on YouTube. And now, onto the film itself. Shahid is one of the best films to ever come out of India. It stars one of India's finest actors, Rajkummar Rao, and his performance encapsulates your experience with the characters, and that is amazing. This is a true story but doesn't really feel like a biopic because of its real and gritty nature and feels human. Our protagonist Shahid Azmi, a former militant operative, goes on to become a criminal lawyer. He fights to get justice for those who have been falsely accused of terrorism. Once again, Rajkumar Rao works with my new favorite Indian filmmaker Hansal Mehta, who directed City Lights. Please watch my video on that film, and Omerta. Rajkumar becomes Shahid, and we feel that he is the character.
I took it as a challenge from the very start, from the very beginning. And when Hansel narrated me his life story, I was very fascinated. It's a very inspiring story. His life, his whole life journey, his whole life has been a very fascinating, and also it's a real life character. You know, when you do a real life character, there's a responsibility on your shoulders. You just can't do anything or everything. You have to stick to what has already been there. You know, his family is there. There are people who are going to watch the film, who are going to judge you after watching the film. So there's been a lot of research behind it, behind playing Shahid Azmi.
Even KK Menon is in the film and he is a blast. Even Mohammed Zishan Ayub is in the film and shines as Shahid's brother and brings his character to life. We see how Shahid slowly gains interest and becomes a successful lawyer and also becomes dedicated to his work. And we see that he's genuinely doing this because he wants to help the accused and innocent people to stop suffering from the Indian law system, whose most cases remain pending, which usually go on for decades. Shahid gets death threats, but he keeps on going because he knows what he is doing is right, and that builds over his character. He doesn't demand a high and costly fees, but asks for very little money because he isn't doing this for the money, but he genuinely wants to help. But he is still flawed as he doesn't spend enough time with his family, which causes arguments between him and his wife. I love the production design too. It feels dirty, gritty, and grimy, which shows us his financial condition, that he is not too rich. He constantly fights for several people who are accused of being involved with gangsters and informs us that society has already labeled them as terrorists, to which there is no point bailing out of jail.
I'm sure there are so many people like Shahid who are there just in our society, but we don't recognize them because they are not open about themselves. They don't do their PR and they're not just going out and shouting slogans that look, I'm doing so much of work. Maybe only after they're gone, because our media is so strong now, and then they start writing about it. Then only you know about them. So I think I'm sure there are so many people like Shahid Azmi, or there's so many real life heroes which are there in a society. I think because of that only the society is going on and it's working.
And then Shahid dies. It shows us that the world is not fair, and even the people who fight for right and justice can suffer from injustice themselves. And that's sad. Thank you so much for watching.
थोड़ा ध्यान दो, इतने साल से कर लिया थोड़ा सम्मान दो. मेरे पास हजार से कारण, मेरे पास काफी उदाहरण. जब मैं बोलूं तो थोड़ा ध्यान दो, इतने साल से कर लिया थोड़ा सम्मान दो. इस बार लाऊं तबाही, गाना खत्म लेकिन पिक्चर है बाकी.